Welcome back to my channel. In the previous videos, we learned so much stuff about our planet. If you didn't watch them, I suggest you to check them after this one. Today's our turn to talk about water on Earth. How much water is there on Earth? How it is distributed? How do people affect water pollution? How much and how can water affect our lives? These questions may seem banal and too simple, but I believe that you will still hear something new and interesting if you stay until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video as well as subscribe to the channel so I can make more content for you. Let's start. Most of our planet's surface is made up of water, while the rest belongs to the landmass. About 71% of its surface is covered by water, and if we observe the share of the water area by hemispheres, the share of it would be higher again. As for water distribution, salt water makes up 97% and fresh water only 3%. For humans, fresh water is much more important than salt water, so we will deal with its division in more detail. Fresh water is mostly found within ice caps and glaciers, which is 68.7% of total fresh water. About 30% of fresh water is groundwater. Slightly less than 1% refers to other forms of fresh water. For us, the most important and affordable are surface waters, which have a share of only 0.3% in this structure. Among surface waters, lakes have the largest share with a percentage of 87%. About 11% are swamps, and rivers, which are the most popular source of fresh water for people, goes only 2%. From this division, we can conclude that we need to be way much more thankful and appreciate our water. If we don't take care about these 0.3% of fresh surface waters, we will be doomed to find some other ways to satisfy our needs for water. Every other way requires some specific methods of cleaning which are enormously expensive and not convenient for everyday use. Also, we need to take care of groundwater and other waters as well, because they are tightly connected to each other in one system, so harming one type can have effect on others. For example, if we use chemicals to treat soils during cultivation, they will pollute groundwater, which will sooner or later come in contact with rivers and other waters, spreading harmful substances. The water mantle is consisted of the world ocean, groundwater, ice and snow, and surface water. This water layer is called hydrosphere. According to my literature, the world ocean can be divided into 4 oceans and 56 seas. According to some other sources, there are more than 56 seas, and all those things depend on the criteria of division of the seas. The oceans are the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Some oceanographers believe that the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean can be divided into 2 parts, northern and southern parts, and some of them even combine the Arctic Ocean with the Atlantic Ocean. However, there's another ocean that is recognized by some countries, and that is the Southern Ocean, or the Antarctic Ocean. It is recognized by the US Board on Geographic Names as the body of water extending from the coast of Antarctica to the line of the latitude at 60 degrees south. The boundaries of this ocean were proposed to the International Hydrographic Organization in 2000, but not all countries agreed on the proposed boundaries. This still has to be ratified by members of the IHO. Out of 68 countries that are members of the IHO, 28 of them responded to the vote on the new ocean. 27 of them voted for the new ocean, while only Argentina refused to accept the new ocean. When it comes to water, there's no need to talk how much is that natural element important for our lives. Basically, everything around us exists thanks to water. If we look at the geographical positions of the first settlements and civilizations, we can easily see that they were positioned around water. Mesopotamia, the region of the most well-known civilizations, was a region between Tigris and Euphrates. Egyptian civilization was developed around the Nile. It was so obvious that the river helped their development, so Greek historian Herodotus said that Egypt was a Nile's gift. Chinese civilization was also stationed around two rivers, Yellow River and Yangtze River. For Indian civilization, the most important rivers are Indus and Ganges. In Hinduism, Ganges is considered as a sacred river. If we just look at the Europe's map of capitals, we can easily notice that a lot of them are positioned next to the water. Aside from rivers, people also live and build settlements next to the coastline near seas. This process in demography has its own name and it's called littoralization. My favorite examples are Australia and the United States, where the population density on the shores is very pronounced. Look at the map carefully and write to me in the comments where you can notice the littoralization process except the examples I gave. One of my favorite examples of the impact of water on settlements development are Venice and Singapore. From 9th to 12th century, Venice became the center of civilization at the time, which it gained thanks to its development of trading function, the development of which was supported by its geographical position in the Adriatic Sea and the rest of the Mediterranean basin. Thanks to its geographical position by the sea, Venice managed to achieve great influence in the known world until the age of discoveries, when its position began to weaken due to the discoveries of American continent and the sea route to India. Another nice example is Singapore. It is a city-state that also owes its development to its geographical position on the water. Singapore is an extremely important world port and trade center located between the Indian and Pacific Ocean, which gives it additional importance. Of course, there are many more factors that influence the development of the mentioned cities, but there's no doubt that water helped their development. About their development, we can talk more in separate videos. Positioning next to the water can have many negative effects that can slow down and reverse the development of the place. By that, I mainly mean of floods that can cause a lot of material damage. But if the people in the community are organized, that problem can be easily overcome. One example on how a large body of water can be controlled is the Netherlands, which practically stole a part of its current territory from the sea, not allowing water to come back with its system of canals and dams called polders. About 20% of the territory of the Netherlands is protected from the floods with polders. Those areas are not just protected, they are used by poultry and dairy farms or farms for production of wheat, flowers and vegetables. Canals which purpose is to drain the land are also used for water traffic. An amazing organization, isn't it? Of course, Netherlands is not the only country with polders. Belgium, France, Italy, China, Bangladesh and Canada are just some of the countries which have polders. At the beginnings, people settled down next to the water because they mainly needed it for basic needs. With growth and development of the settlements and communities, needs for water became bigger and diverse. For example, many industry branches require clean or big amounts of water in order to produce their products. Agricultural and pharmaceutical industries require clean water. In order to produce electrical energy, hydropower plants require large amounts of water. In terms of tourist valorization, water plays one of the key roles in ranking some place for being suitable for recreational tourism. Quality water literally means quality life, but unfortunately nowadays it seems that only people who don't have it know how clean water is important. Thanks to the development of civilization, water quality seems to be endangered because of the influence of human activity. If you have another opinion about water's importance, please write me in the comment section. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Tell me in the comments what do you think about it. As always, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and share it with others. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest and Pixabay. Recently my Discord server on Geography was activated, so you're all welcome to discuss, ask and answer questions and share interesting information with others there. For ones who are more curious, I suggest checking the websites listed in the description of the video. Until the next video, best regards.